Good evening and welcome to Ripon High School. I'm Steve Witterhack. Randy Armgood joining me here tonight. Girls volleyball action in the East Central Conference. Waupun taking on Ripon, both 1-1 in conference play so far on the season. Both beat the same team, both lost to the same team, and so everything's kind of equal that way, except for Waupun played Ripon twice in their own tournament this past weekend, and Waupun won both those games 2-0. You just play the best out of three for tournaments, so we'll see what that means here tonight because that just happened this past weekend. So, again, very familiar team now from Waupun. They just saw them a few days ago.
We'll see how that works, as you said. And you think Waupun would be confident knowing that they're very capable of beating Ripon. And then the flip side of that is Ripon might make some adjustments. They might have learned from those matches and those sets. So we'll see. I think it's always a rival. We talked about that with the football game. Waupun and Ripon, they bring something special to the table.
Yeah, Waupun winning the Little Brown Jug the other day. A nice 20-point victory in that game. A pretty dominating performance by Waupun, especially when they got into the third quarter and the entire fourth quarter. Waupun pulled away, and 3-1 on the season so far for the Waupun Warriors. Kind of exciting stuff in the town of Waupun.
And they will be home tomorrow night, Waupun football, against Adams Friendship.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing Adams Friendship. The last time they played them was that first ever playoff game about 20 years ago, maybe about 18 years ago or so.
I think it was 2004, I believe.
Was it 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, pretty amazing stuff at that time to get a team in the playoffs the way that stuff was set up at that time compared to what it was years ago. A lot of good teams that we've had in the past, but that was a big deal. Kind of Waupun kind of empty to go watch that game, and pretty exciting stuff. And here they are playing again 20 years later. The Green Devils. We've got to get used to these new teams in the conference and know what they're called for their mascot. So they're the Green Devils, I guess. Taking off on the Blue Devils of Duke or something, I guess. We did call a basketball game, though, with Waupun once, and I think we did a remote broadcast, kind of like they did for the Olympics.
That's right.
A lot of times there's those people weren't all over in Paris that called a lot of those games. They were doing them remotely, and we did a remote game from my living room. So that was kind of a unique experience, and you were at the mercy of their internet and their signal coming over. We discovered that they don't have real strong signal there, and it had a little slow start, but otherwise we got comfortable sitting on the couch calling the game. But looking forward to Waupun's game coming up tomorrow night. Should be a lot of people there for the game, and should be a great time. Parents' night here tonight, so parents getting their due as they always do. I think they did all the JV and the freshmen. I saw them coming back with flowers already from the other court. What a pretty good crowd here. I was wondering why the parking lot was packed when we came here in Ripon.
It was. I thought maybe there was another event, but yeah, really nice crowd. The band is here. It's going to be an exciting atmosphere. As you said, very, very nice crowd. Parents' night, especially bringing out maybe more grandparents and aunts and uncles as well.
Yep, team's already, Waupun Lady Warriors, playing some pretty good volleyball as of late. They won 3 out of 5 games in the Ripon tournament. And we're going to talk about that tournament, how both teams did in the Ripon tournament. So we'll definitely be covering that. Let's take a break right now. We're going to come back and talk a little bit more about these teams and their matchup here tonight in Ripon. It's Waupun at Ripon, girls volleyball action on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
You or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy, the tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
Okay, right now you can hear the band from Ripon playing. Sound pretty good. And we're here in a familiar territory. We've been in this gym for many sporting events, Randy, over the years. A lot of basketball in this gym, and I've seen a lot of volleyball here since they put this gym up. But you know, it's a pretty nice little facility that they have, filled with the orange and black of Ripon.
It is a beautiful gymnasium. We had a little bit dimly lit, it seems, at times. You mentioned that earlier, but people adjust to it, and it's a great high school facility. They've got a lot of new things going on over here, including that beautiful football field that's been around, but they no longer share that with the Ripon College. So just some of the better athletic facilities in the state of Wisconsin right here at Ripon.
Yeah, it should be, I think, a pretty good match. Both teams with like records. Waupun sitting at 8-9 on the season, coached by Chris Hansen and Ben Lyle, the coach. First year of coaching. They just recognized the coach that's been here for 39 years coaching at Ripon, and that is Tracy Landeman. And I remember plenty of times going up and asking her for the starting lineups during Waupun's really good years. Class act here. They got a state championship back in 1998. She's in the Coaches Hall of Fame. I think they said that she got into, and they had that one state championship, like I said, in 1998, and they won to go to state right at Waupun High School. Beat them right at Waupun's high school to go to state, and then they went on to win. Normally Waupun, back at that time, was stringing all those state tournaments together, but that's the one year they beat Waupun, and a nice achievement there by the Ripon Tigers, and a great achievement by Tracy Landeman. Obviously still working here at the school.
39 years at anything is a long time, and just to have that perseverance and the amount of success she had is quite a feat. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, she coached, started coaching with 2 years into my marriage with Debbie. Married 41 years. So, again, congratulations to Tracy Landeman. Just a really nice career. And my one funny story, she's very competitive. And she really didn't care for Waupun volleyball because that was the one team that you had to beat to get there. And we have Tracy on camera right now. But they had to beat Waupun to get the state. Waupun beat them all the time, every year, except for that time in '98. But I would come and I'd ask her for her starting lineup and their positions, for everybody that's going to be playing. And she seemed very reluctant to give those to me. I'm part of the enemy from Waupun that came there. And she's a competitor, and you got to appreciate that. So, again, congratulations to Tracy. What a nice career here at Ripon. They gave her a nice little standing ovation here, gave her a nice bouquet of flowers, and the recognition in front of a pretty good crowd that they have here. Well deserved for Tracy.
Yeah. Tough act to follow
Yeah.
as a new coach. Very similar to Waupun and Keith Milkowski with all of his state runs and his state championship, and then to have to come in after that, very difficult.
Well, we're going to take a break. I did have a chance to talk to Chris Harmson, the head coach of the Waupun Warriors, before we got things going here tonight. So we'll have his thoughts on how his team is playing right now and on his opponent with Ripon tonight. That's coming up on the coach's interview in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com. Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Traditionally warm patio still open, Steve, outside, right?
Yeah, it looks like for a while maybe even, yeah. Keep the snow away, that's fine by me. We'll keep it as long as we can. Come on down, hang out in the bar here where it's cool or in the patio where it's warm.
Hopefully the Brewers have a chance to clinch this week, the National League Central. See what happens, right?
Yeah, hopefully by the time you hear this ad, they've already clinched. So let's get that taken care of. And then Packers obviously rolling on and got some stuff coming up this weekend with the game. We're going to try our meat raffle again for the Pond Animal Shelter. So come down for the game, stick around for the meat raffle. Probably start 3-ish or when the game's over, somewhere in that neighborhood.
All right, appetizers, wings, soups, everything is here at the other bar for lunch, too.
It is. There's new appetizers coming in, too. We're starting to see some new things from the vendors, so keep an eye on that. There's different cheese curds, it seems like, every day. There's new kinds of specials that Tierney's working on in the kitchen now, so come down and check it out. There's some things changing down here.
The other bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
top middle, that the void that we lost with trimmed graduation.
Welcome back to more of our pregame show on Radio Plus, and an opportunity right now to talk to the head coach of American Legion Post 210 baseball, Brent Ferris, at the state Double-A tournament in Ashwaubenon. And Coach, what a great Welcome back to more of our pregame show, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. Waupun getting set to take on the Ripon Tigers in Ripon. And right now, Chris Harmson joining us. And Chris, it looks like things are picking up for the team right now. Everybody's getting used to the spots they're in with the main injury that you had, the Van de Zan, and just talk about where you think your team is right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're figuring stuff out. We tried to get a lot of people in over the past week. I mean, we swept Berlin and beat them pretty easily. And then we came here to Ripon for a tournament, and we went 3-2 and took second there. So we're starting to figure some things out.
Now, you just played Ripon. You beat them two games, 2-0 in their tournament that they had this past weekend. So you got a pretty good scouting report on them. What do they have?
I told the girls, I'm like, you can't get a better scouting report than playing them. So I mean, we stayed on top of them the whole time. Other than maybe in the beginning, they didn't have a lead on us, and we were putting some different people in, and we were taking it to them pretty well. So Rowan was swinging really well against them, and Alexis continues to just be amazing for a freshman. She really is.
Well, you had to put Rowan from the right side over the left side. Anybody else that's kind of stepping up and rising to the occasion for you right now?
Both of our outsides are really swinging well. Rowan and Ryan Babish, they're both getting the kills really well. And Alexis, like I said, is, for a freshman, you would think she's a senior. She just plays that well. And Hayden Schultz in the middle has really come on, and so has Jalen Landel. I mean, Jay has really come on. I think she felt at the beginning of the year she had to take over that top middle, that the void that we lost with trimmed graduating, but she's really started playing her game again, and it's starting to show.
Okay, well, looking forward to see you. Haven't seen you for a few weeks here, and looks like things are definitely on the upswing for you. So good luck today in your game here against the Tigers.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
Chris Harmson, head coach of the Waupun Lady Warrior volleyball team. I'll be back with more of our pregame show right after this on RP Sports.
Home and Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Home and Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Home and Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage and the all-new TerraMax from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Okay, we are back. Steve Winterhack and Randy Armga ready to bring your Waupun Warrior volleyball, and with both teams sitting at 1-1, kind of a pivotal game and an important game as far as conference play. You don't want to go 1-2. You want to be 2-1 right now, and I would believe that both these teams feel this is a team they could maybe beat here today. So should be a good, hotly contested match between these two teams.
I would think so, and as you said, just played on the weekend. Fresh in everybody's mind. Coach Harmson said they know what they need to do because they've done it and they've got it done. And then I would assume Ripon will make some adjustments here to be more competitive today. So, yeah, looking forward to this match tonight.
Now, just looking at that Ripon invite that they had this past weekend, Waupun was 3-2. They won against Ripon 2-0. They won against Green Bay West 2-0, and Crandon they beat 2-0. And the Wisconsin Dells, both their losses are to Wisconsin Dells. They got beat 2-0 in the regular pool play, and then in the championship they played them and lost 0-2 in that one. As far as Ripon, they were 2-2 in the tournament. They won against Amro 2-1. They knocked off Southern Door 2-1. Then they lost to Waupun 2-0 and lost to Southern Door, the team that they beat 2-1. They lost to them 2-0 the next time they played them. So that's how they both came out of this tournament this past weekend. And, big shoes to fill with Ben Lyle, their new head coach over there, first year of coaching. Try to follow somebody that's had a state tournament championship coach, 39 years of coaching here at Ripon. It's kind of a tough little gig you're going to get here as a volleyball coach in Ripon.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about that earlier. We know how that is in Waupun. A very difficult task to follow a very successful coach. But someone has to do it, and I guess Ben is up for the task. And it looks like he's going to get a little mentorship here yet. She's not out of the picture. She's still involved and participating a little bit. So that much we do know, that she's still here, and she's probably going to share some of her insight over the years that she gained.
Oh, yeah. Just talking about coaches, the big shoes, like you mentioned, Waupun, you had Keith Milkowski, 11 state championships, 2 runners-up. And I wouldn't even want to go and interview for that job after that. I think Kurt Breyer might have been the coach that came in after that and had a rough time taking over the program. And had a few other coaches along the way, and it's just kind of hard to, those glory years Waupun had. And it was over about a 15, 16-year period. He was that dominant that he won that in that short period of time, that he won those 11 state championships and 2 runners-up. So that's definitely some big shoes to fill. Again, don't forget we've got high school football coming up tomorrow night. Friendly confines of Waupun High School over at Veterans Memorial Field, and Waupun taking on an opponent that they haven't played for 20 years. Back in 2004 in the postseason that they played against Adams Friendship, the Green Devils. And the Devils are coming to Waupun here, coming up tomorrow night. And should be a lot of expectations right now, a lot of hype about Waupun football. I know they've got some athletes out there, some kids with a lot of confidence, and and like Waupun's chances for the rest of the season.
I do like their chances. Also think they still have an upside. They've been winning some games that it's been hard to do over the last 10 or 12 years. But you look at what they're doing right now, and you said some talented athletes, and I still think they can play better football. They make a few too many mistakes, and they're still trying to figure some things out. So once they get it all figured out and maybe start playing a little more error-free, they could be a really quality team.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game tomorrow night. Like I said, I know my grandsons, they were supposed to go somewhere, and they said, no, we want to be here, and we're not going because we're going to watch a Waupun game. All my friends are going to be there. Everybody in town is going to be there, and hopefully you join us tomorrow night on Radio Plus Sports. And thanks for joining us tonight on the radio on 93.7 FM, AM 1170, and 103.3 FM. Just in case you have somebody at home, like my mom, I know was informed to listen to the game. She likes listening to it on the radio, the old school way. So I'm sure my sister has got her set up and have that on the note of things to do tonight, and that is to listen to our broadcast tonight. So hi, Mom.
Yes, hello, Darylyn.
Yeah.
I can give her a shout out as well.
Well, let's take about a minute break here. We'll be back with more Waupun, the Lady Warrior pregame show, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales and RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Here's Tyler Schultz from Warner Harms.
Okay, we are back at Ripon. Just a few moments away from the beginning of the match here tonight. Just looking again, Waupun and Ripon are both tied at 1-1 in conference play. Tied for third place, as you've got Kewausee and you've got Winnicott that are sitting at 2-0. So early in the season, can't judge records yet on what's going on in the season in the ECC, but Waupun and Ripon, they both beat Berlin, and both teams lost to Winnicott. So they both played the same opponents, got the same results against those two teams. Waupun's next game will be coming up next week, Thursday, a week from today, taking on Kewausee, kind of measure themselves against one of the 2-0 teams. And for Ripon, they'll be playing next week, and next week, Thursday, I believe, against the Laconia Spartans, who have high expectations volleyball-wise in a non-conference game. We'll take one more break and come back with the starting lineups in the beginning of tonight's matchup in Ripon. Waupun taking on the Tigers on the road here tonight on RP Sports.
Here's Tyler Schultz from Warner Harmson, downtown Waupun.
Just expanded our business last year, and we got into cabinets and countertops. 2024, it's a great time to come in right now, start remodeling your kitchen or your bathrooms. We have cabinets that range, really, really small up to really large vanities, nice countertops, and really make your bathroom or your whole kitchen come together.
Warner Harmson, furniture, flooring, blinds, cabinets, and countertops. Main Street, Waupun.
Home and Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage and the all-new TerraMax from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com. Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
We are back at Ripon, and I'm not sure who's starting for Ripon. We didn't really get that ahead of time at all, but I know their libero is number 8, Bryn Carlson. We'll get him as the game goes along. But the Waupun Lady Warriors, I do know their starting lineup, as Waupun will be starting with their super freshman Alexis Babish, 5'9" freshman. And again, just a really nice player. Chases even the bad passes and still gets them up to the players. I've been very impressed with her. The outside hitters for Waupun, Rowan Harder moving from that right side and leading the team in kills right now. So a good job by Rowan. And according to Coach Chris Harmson, said she's really stepped her game up from that left side. She's a competitor. She's played a lot of things at very high levels, 2 different other sports besides this. And she's not going to back down and excelling here. And she's doing a great job according to the coach, Ryan Babish. That is Alexa's bigger sister, and she's 5'8", and she's a junior, hitting it from the outside. Middle hitters are Hayden Schultz, just 5'7", but she's been doing a great job. She is a junior. The other middle hitter is Jalen Landl, which lately a junior. As far as defensive specialist, libero is Mickey Borchard, and I've loved what I've seen out of her. She's not afraid to dive on the floor and all over the place like a libero supposed to be, the perfect person for it, a 5'3" junior. Other defensive specialists, you got Audrey Sanders, and she is a sophomore, and also Regan Holt, a 5'5" sophomore. So that is the starting lineup, and the lineup that'll be seeing the court here for the Waupun Lady Warriors. And we'll just kind of announce these Ripon players as they're being announced right now, because we didn't get, we'll kind of pencil in where they go on the court. So we know that Hayden Baker is a junior starting. Also Brenna Flanagan, a junior, starting for them. Emma Reesop is a junior in the starting lineup. Adelie Hatfield is a junior starting. Number 10, Summer Brewer, a senior, starting for the Ripon Tigers. Adele Miner, just a freshman in the starting lineup, and their libero is Bryn Carlson, a senior.
Summer Brewer, a long young lady, stands well above the crowd over there. Very tall.
Guessing she's going to be a middle hitter.
I was thinking that.
We've got a 5'7" middle hitter, but yeah, she looks like she's a good,
she looks to be
5'11", maybe 6
at least,
foot.
I would think, maybe 6 foot.
No heights, not even in their internet.
That's
Waupun
right.
heights were on their web page. If you want to keep up with stats, this conference keeps their stats for all the teams in the conference on Max Preps. I know a lot of the volleyball teams have done that for years on that webpage, and some people just kind of hide their stats somewhere on a website you'll never find. Yeah, we are ready. Nate, you ready? Give me thumbs up. Nate, give me thumbs up. That means we are good to go. And here we go.
They hype it up here pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Good student section tonight, yeah.
Like you mentioned, the speaker system does very well here. Pretty clear. Makes it a pretty exciting environment. And first serve for Waupun is out of bounds. So kind of seeing some of the rotation here. I know that Emma Resop kind of set up on that right side right now, but she rotates over to the left side. Ryan Babish with the pass. Good pass. Going to go left side over to Rowan Harder. Pass the block. And on the floor. Nice swing cross court. Perfect set. 3 good hits. Give you a kill at the end. Nice job there by Rowan Harder.
It took Rowan a little time to adjust with the loss of Ava Vanazan. She had to move to that left side, and it's not always easy. A few weeks into it now, she's playing better volleyball.
Hayden Schultz serving now for the Waupun Lady Warriors. Not a good pass and get it up to their setter, so just going to give Waupun a free ball. Right side attack. That is going to be out of bounds off the swing of Nyla Stelsel. 5'8" senior. So Tiger serve. Waupun trailing in the game, 2-1. The first set. Popped up. Alexis gets chased to the back row and Rowan from the 10-foot line. That one is dug out. Back set over on the right side to their left-handed hitter over there, Adley Hatfield. And Rowan with another swing. Another one dug out by their libero, Carlson. Little dump shot. Good job by Rowan getting in there. Back set over on the right side over to Stelsel. Nice long rally going between these two teams. It was popped in the air, and a back row attack now from Ryan Babbage. Quick set in the middle, and that's going to be blasted about 10 feet out of bounds. On the hit by Brenda Flanagan. Yeah, getting a few of their positions written in here as we're going along. I know their setter is Adele Miner, which is a couple of freshman setters going at it here today.
Yeah, that's something you didn't always see, but certainly these kids play a lot more volleyball, younger ages.
Off the block, Waupun controls. Alexis going over to the right side into Rowan, and then we've got the ball did not clear. Didn't clear the tape, and that is a point for Ripon.
They're right in the camera.
Oh. Can you go up on top of the
sorry, folks, we had student section just came in and decided to go right in front of our camera shot here, so.
You got to move the camera, Nate. Nate's going to move the camera for you, and to make it a quick change here, maybe you got everything taped down right now is a bit of a problem. I don't know how much more you can crank it up, but there's something that we didn't see ahead of time. Ball back on the Ripon side. I can describe things going on to you right now. Ball's popped, kept alive. Sanders gets it over the left side, kind of a flat-footed shot over there from that left side. And let's see if Nate can figure things out. That's going to be high enough for him or not. We'll find out. If not, we might have to do a little do-si-do and have him come over here on this side. Ball blocked and then hit over, and no, a good job blocking was Landel, and then a player in the net. Might have to get an athletic director and move a few kids because we got a lot of heads in our camera shot right now. No, you're not. No, we have to get an athletic director maybe to get you guys moved over. Thank you, but thank you for moving. Okay, left side attack by Ryan Babish, and we've got a player in the net for Waupun on that attack. Is that any better, Nate?
That's much better. We're pretty good now. Thank you, students.
Yeah, thanks for doing that. Thanks. It's going to keep everybody else from standing in that spot. over there. I keep on wanting to fill in. Okay. Nate wants to come a little closer to me, too, over this direction. Going to get past a lot of them, too. Shot over on the right side. They're going to say that was out. Kind of a little tip shot over the right sideline. And now Waupun, a slow start here. Trailing 7-3 in the first set. Back to serve now for the Tigers is Adelie Hatfield. Right side hitter, left-handed hitter. Sanders with a pass, good pass. Going to go left side over to Ryan Babish. Block is up and hits it hard. And into the block and on the floor. And the Ripon side point for Waupun. Trailing now 7-4.
I think I missed a few stats along the way as I was trying to talk to the kids there. Very cooperative.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Good kids, yeah.
You never know going to an opposing gym.
No. Right at the last minute, they pulled in there, folks, and decided to park in front of Nate's camera. So
Kate set over on the left side off the block on the swing by Hayden Baker. Going to go left side over to Babish again. Cross-court shot. That's going to be out of bounds wide by a few feet. That's the point for Ripon. I just can't kind of string things together a little bit. They're down by 4, 8-4 in your new medical scoreboard. It's got to be a contortionist over here trying to twist around to get behind the camera. Good job, though, Macy Hop with the swing off the block. Back on the Ripon side, digging the back row by Sanders. Going to go left side with it again to Babish. Miner sets it, goes to the middle with it. Waupun controls. He's got him off the court. And a good job by Babish to get it inside that antenna. Another one off the block, and they get it up in the middle, and it's waiting for it, overpass ball. Waiting for it is Summer Brewer, the senior.
As we talked about Summer being the tallest player on the court for either team, able to just go up there and direct that right at the floor.
9-4 deficit now for the Lady Warriors. That one stays in the back row. Babish has to chase it back there, and Ryan Babish cross-court shot again, dug out. Kind of a loop shot. Nice job by Borcher to keep the ball alive. Another shot by Babish. Popped over by Miner. And back over to Ryan again on the left side, hard off the block, and tools it off the block for a point for the Lady Warriors. Really having to work to get any points here in the ball game, trailing now 9-5.
Ryan getting her swings in.
Yeah.
Pretty good defense by the Tigers.
So that'll bring Alexis Babish to the back row to serve for the Lady Warriors, trailing 9-5. Babish certainly nice little serve, but a good handle there by Ripon. Trying to take a little off that shot was Emma Resop, but didn't clear the net with it coming down as she was hitting the ball. Waupun is throwing a couple together, trailing now by 3, 9-6. Another serve for Babish. Again, a tape job. Nice serve. Back over to Resop again. Gets it past the block. Block was up, but she kind of cut it between the antenna and the block and gets it to hit the tape and fall. 10-6 now, Ripon. He is leading Waupun. Okay, Ripon getting the ball back. Now with a 4-point lead. Good serve, but a good hand. That's going to get overpassed, and it's going to miss just a little bit wide. Orchard and a hard hit ball. Good serve there by Ripon's Addison Pick. Those girls' are ponytails kind of land right on their number when they turn their back to you. And that one is blasted out of bounds, so the point for Waupun getting a free one. See if they can chip away again at that lead that the Ripon Tigers have.
Long hair and ponytail down the middle of your back, volleyball and basketball makes it difficult for you and I, especially if we don't know them.
And Babish with the serve, pass getting over to Miner, left side, Resop. And that over the top of the block, but also out of bounds by a few feet. Pond crawls back within 3 now, trailing 11-8. And each set is playing up to 25, got to win by 2. It's a rally scoring, so there's a point on every one of the volleys out here. Let serves are also now legal in volleyball a few years back, maybe many years back. Couldn't do that. Rowan Harder tries to tap it off to her right and place it in a wide open spot, but Little low on that one. Didn't clear the net. Point for Ripon. That'll put Adele Miner, the freshman, back to serve. Yeah, that was close to the back line, but popped up. Goes Rowan hard into the block and hitting with confidence on that one. Hits it hard into the hands of Ripon. Gets it to fall on the Tiger side. Waupun back within 3.
Rowan, she's had her opportunities to play the power game. It's worked out pretty well for her so far.
Hayden Schultz checks in to serve now for the Warriors. A little floater to the back row, popped up over to Miner. Good pass, going to go left side over to Hatfield, controlled by Waupun. Tight to the net, good job by Landel. Still alive though. Waupun resets. Going to get it back over to the right side. A cross-court shot, back over the Ripon side. Miner sets it right side, and that is a diving save by Waupun. Clears and kept alive by Babish. Looping shot. Back over on the Ripon side. Going to go over to Resop. Hard up the block and on the floor.
I watched Resop in warm-ups, and she's definitely a power player. That seems to be her game. Everything she did warming up was hard swings.
Waupun thought they had that point one. Then went over the net another 4 times after that. Ripon comes out on top, still up by 4, 13-9. Good pass by Rowan Harding, going to go right side, and that's going to be out of bounds on the swing by Nyla Stelsel. And a timeout taken by Waupun. Back in a minute with more Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Hit well out of bounds on the serve by Emma Resop. Will get it back again, kind of hovering right there between 5 and 3 points back. So see if they can string some together as we get further into this match. Don't allow them to just be trading points.
We heard Coach Harmson. I don't believe they trailed in that Ripon tournament where they played Ripon, other than maybe he said early in the game.
And Ripon does control again when it looked like it was almost over. Going to go left side over to Rowan Harder. Good job in the back row to keep the ball alive. And hard off the block. And back over to Alexis Babish. Tapped over by Landel. Going to back set over on the right side down the line. Find Babish gets it over to her sister Alexis. Left side attack again. Roll over the top. And they're going to get it back over on that left side again over to Hatfield. Oh, nice job. Tight to the net. High above the net, and a great job by Alexis Babish. Goes up with a left hand, directs it right behind her, right to the line. Perfect placement on that shot by Alexis Babish.
Maturity for a freshman.
I've been hearing about her for the last year, and hearing from my daughter-in-law and from my niece, both Division I volleyball players, and said she's the real deal. Somebody said that she's kind of a legit Division I prospect.
Wow.
With quite a bit of compliments before she gets even into high school from some pretty high-level players.
3-sport athlete, I believe. Softball and basketball as well. I've heard good things about her in those sports
in every
also.
sport. Kind of a knuckleball on that one. Going to get bumped over. Waupun gets a free chance right here. Alexis Babish gets it. Back sets right side on the slide. That gets dug out on the hit by Landel. A left side attack, and that's going to be out of bounds. No touch on that one on the swing by Hayden Baker. Point for Waupun. Back within a point now, 14-13. Nice little run after that timeout. Back to serve again is Audrey Sanders, the sophomore. Ooh, that's a nasty little serve. It's chased over by the bleachers, and that's not going to make it over. Waupun's going to tie this thing up at 14 apiece.
That was who's that? Number 3?
Number 5.
Number 5. That's Emma
Resop.
Resop. She went down hard.
So they're putting chairs back up. I was watching where the ball was going up on the net, and he was pointing over there that she was
down hard. She was able to pop up.
14 apiece. If Waupun can take the lead. Middle attack, and that is it down into the net on the swing by Brenna Flanagan. Waupun, a nice little run here, putting 5 points in a row on the board now, leading 15-14.
Yeah, all started with good serves from Sanders.
Yeah, she is. She's serving very well. That one's mishandled too, and they chase it off the court. Be another free opportunity for Waupun. Sanders getting the ball over to Babish, left side over to Rowan Harder. Dug out by the Tigers. Back set over to Hatfield, and there's going to be a Waupun player in the net. There's a Celsel in the net for the Lady Warriors. 15-15. Babish chases that in the back row, and going to tap it in again, and Rowan hits it right into the block. They put it right down, putting up the roof, and it's now Ripon grabbing the lead back at 16-15.
Summer Brewer, middle blocker there, doing a nice job.
Good pass this time to Alexis. Going to go left side again to Rowan. Hard hit ball down the line. It's going to be out of bounds on the Waupun side. And Rowan is hitting with confidence. Doesn't have to mess with those little tip shots anymore. Yes. Just go up her and pound it down. Gets herself another kill. Ties it up at 16.
You can see the determination in her face as she's going up.
Kind of a clunky hit, and it's going to be from behind the 10-foot line of the next shot. Quick set in the middle to Landel, and hits it down past the block, and Waupun scores again. They get the lead back at 17-16. Bringing you the game from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth, the top bleacher here.
Nice run right now by Waupun.
Got a rotation error on the Ripon Tigers. We saw plenty of that a couple days ago.
Yes,
that was not really like Coach Jeff Colbeck said. Don't put that on the umpire. It was on the coach over there. Had trouble understanding
yes.
When you mess with bringing the libero in. That's a little confusing, but
Cambria Friesland we're talking about.
The Cambria coach. Going to back set over to Hatfield again on that right side, controlled by Waupun. Back set over the right side over to Rowan Harder, and that's going to just miss by a few inches. Cross-court shot. That rotation by the left side hitters usually they get that little set on that right side before they rotate to serve back there, and that was that point of the game for Rowan.
Ben Lyle trying to help the linesman by signaling it being out.
Good job by just to keep the ball live, and a good job in there by Mickey Borcher to tap it up, and then just a nice little shot past the block to just tapped it right by the 10-foot line on the left side, and Waupun gets the point. They open up a 2-point lead, 19-17. Trailed by as many as 5 in this game, or set. Mickey Borcher back to serve now from Waupun.
This is something we saw when we did the Randolph-Cambria as well. The down official going to the table over there, though, they were 5-minute discussions. Really slowed the pace of those sets.
So the down ref give the Nate Young thumbs up. Everything's good. And that's blasted out of bounds. So free point for Ripon. They're back within a point now. Waupun up 19-18 on your new medical scoreboard. Going back to serve now for the Tigers is Raina Traczynski. Serving from that far left side. Good pass by Sanders. Going to go left side over to Ryan Babish over the top of the block, but out of bounds deep. We're now tied at 19 apiece. What a great first set here at Ripon.
Ryan going cross court on every shot from that left side. And nice to see her maybe cut one down the line.
It all starts with a good pass to see if they get it right here off the serve of Traczynski, and that's going to be don't need it. The ball's out of bounds. Waupun will get the lead back, and they get the serve back. That will rotate Alexis Babish to the back row now to serve for the Lady Warriors. A very good server for Waupun. Here's Alexis' serve. It dips as it gets over the net. Going to go far left side over to Resop, and that's going to be out of bounds just long. Another point for Waupun, an important point. Puts them up now 21-19. 4 points away from a set number 1 victory. Going to string a few more together. Alexis with her next serve. Good pass this time over to Miner. Back sets it over on the right side and pounding it down into the net. On that shot were the Tigers off the hands of a Brewer. Timeout on the court. Back after this on RP Sports.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free.
Call. Serve out of bounds, so again a nice little timeout taken by Ben Lyle. Going to froze our server and one out of bounds. So Waupun now with that 2-point lead, 22-20. Looks like Addison Pick. He is back to serve. That looked like that was going to go out of bounds, but contact on it. And that'll be a point for Ripon. I think that was going to be burning out of bounds deep.
Last second decision to go for it, and never got the good pass to get anything started.
Pick with another serve. That one is shanked off her hands to the right. So we'll find a much needed point there. Now lead 23-21. 2 points away from a set number 1 victory.
Ball in the hands of Ryan Babish. See if she can serve out here.
Yeah, you want one of your experienced players back there at this point. So Ryan Babish trying to get Waupun that 24th point right now with the serve. Good pass again over to Miner. Left side attack by Resop off the tape on the Waupun side. Going to go left side now over to Rowan Harder. Hard off the block. Controlled by Ripon. Far left side with it right now. And that one's kind of tossed over.
It looked like a carry.
It looked like a double contact and a carry after that. Got like 2 bad shots on that one, but no call.
That ball was on her hand for a long time as she threw it across court.
Yeah, that was a couple questionable shots there. That kind of shows you the kind of night we could possibly have. Waupun up by 1. A bad pass in the back row. It's going to get bumped over by Ryan Babish. So a free ball now for the Ripon Tigers trying to tie it up. Middle attack off the block. Babish gets it over to her sister. Left side attack again by Rowan with confidence from about 8 feet off the net. Pounds it off the Ripon player and out of bounds deep. Waupun now sitting at set number 1 point, 24-22.
Long ways back came Waupun. Now they're down 4 or 5 at one point.
5 at the most, a couple times.
In the middle teens.
Well, guess we got a timeout. Might as well use it. It throws the Waupun server before. Back in 30 with more Lady Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Steve Wooderhack and Randy Armga back at Ripon High School. Waupun now serving for set number 1. Up 24-22, serving for the set. Now for the Lady Warriors is Hayden Schultz. This is going to get close to the net. And they're just going to barely, no, they're not going to get it over. Waupun will win 25-22. Bad pass, too close to the net. They couldn't get it back over. Waupun wins 25-22. We'll be back in just 2.5 minutes to talk about set number 1 right after this on RP Sports.
Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Traditionally warm patio still open, Steve, outside, right?
Yeah, it looks like for a while maybe even, yeah. Keep the snow away, that's fine by me. We'll keep it as long as we can. Come on down, hang out in the bar here where it's cool, or in the patio where it's warm.
Hopefully the Brewers have a chance to clinch this week the National League Central. See what happens, right?
Yeah, hopefully by the time you hear this ad, they've already clinched. So let's get that taken care of, and then Packers obviously rolling on, and got some stuff coming up this weekend with the game. We're going to try our meat raffle again for the Waupun Animal Shelter. So come down for the game, stick around for the meat raffle. Probably start 3-ish or when the game's over, somewhere in that neighborhood.
All right, appetizers, wings, soups, everything is here at the other bar for lunch, too.
It is. There's new appetizers coming in, too. We're starting to see some new things from the vendors, so keep an eye on that. There's different cheese curds, it seems like, every day. There's new kinds of specials that Tierney's working on in the kitchen now, so come down and check it out. There's some things changing down here.
The other bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Home and Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Home and Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Home and Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Okay, we are back at Ripon, Waupun. Slow start in that first set. Down by 5 points a couple times. Took a timeout. And they're trailing 14-10. Put 5 in a row up to get their first lead. And kind of a seesaw battle for a while, but end up winning 25-22. And here we go. Set number, swing and a miss on that in the back row. Let's say a touch. I thought it was
too. Kind of an unusual signal by the linesperson.
Yeah, I thought it was a touch on that. Just got a little bit of it. Didn't hit a lot. But
she started a show touch and then kind of changed her mind at the last second.
Okay, so first point going to the Ripon Tigers. Here we go. Got a back set over to Ryan Babish on that right side and pounds it right hard against the block. Reesop goes to the ground trying to put it back on the Waupun side. A lot of those hits right into the block, and they're not closing it up enough. It's kind of going right down in front of them between their hands and their bodies and the net. And got to close those up. Here's a little poke shot over the net. Orchard will set the ball over on the right side. And a player in the net for the Ripon Tigers on that swing by Sidney Neary, the sophomore. 5'8" sophomore in the game now, hitting from that right side.
I believe they might have got Reesop.
Good pass this time over to Minor. Right side attack is pushed in the middle of the court. Borchard fields it. Going to go left side over to Rowan Harder and pounds it past the block. Great power there. Again, I love Rowan. And from what I saw like a couple weeks ago where we last saw him, we didn't see her hit as confidently and as hard as she is today. And yeah, she's definitely got that confidence right now going. Minor sets way on that left side, and they have to, the left hand, get it back on the court. Well, quick set in the middle over to Schultz. That is dug out by Carlson. Right side attack popped up to the front row by Ryan Babish. Tight to the net, and that's not going to make it over the net. And that'll be a point for Ripon. A little too close. You get those long arms up there to poke it over, but that's a long way to get to it. Point for Ripon. 3-2 the lead now for Waupun. Ripon with the serve. Orchard gets it up to the front row. Going to go back over to Rowan Harder. Tries an extreme angle on that one. Catches the net. Goes out of bounds wide. About 5 feet out of bounds right over by that 10-foot line.
May have been a lot closer if it hadn't hit the tape. Yeah, it definitely kicked it out of bounds.
Reese Hopp with another serve. Good pass again by Borchard. Right side attack by Neary over there, and dug out by Ripon. Alexis Babish gets it. Middle attack by Schultz. Controlled by the Ripon Tigers. Going to go right side with it over to Hatfield. Diving save by Ryan Babish, and again, Roland Hunter gets the big swing, the big heavy swing from that left side, 5 feet off the net, and puts it away, tooling it off the block.
Nice job digging that one out by Ryan Babish, keeping it alive.
Pine gets the lead back now, 4-3. And Schultz back to serve for the Lady Warriors. That's going to be back over on Waupun's side. They get a free ball. Right side attack again by Neary, cross court. This is that far left corner cross court. A little bit long. Score is now 4-4. Libero Bryn Carlson back to serve. And a back row attack by Ryan Babish. Diving save by the Tigers. Block is up, back over the Ripon side, and comes right back over to Waupun. Rowan tried to get there, but kind of surprised her that the ball came back over, and that is a point for Ripon, leading now 5-4.
A little discussion with the officials there. Waupun players thinking something happened.
And a jump serve into the net, so Waupun has tied it up at 5 apiece. Yeah, something didn't look right with that exchange a couple volleys ago. 5-5 the score here in set number 2. Waupun leading 1-0 here at Ripon High School. Pretty good crowd for both teams here watching the game. Pretty good student section from Ripon. Not a bad bunch from Waupun either.
A really nice group for traveling.
Borchard again, a nice little pass up to the front row, and Rowan takes a swing at it, and we'll get a touch call on it. It's out of bounds deep. That'll be Ripon's point, leading now 6-5.
Rowan Harder, one of those athletes, if she was 2 inches taller with everything she does, basketball, softball, and a lot of people could say that, I guess, but yeah, a couple inches would really put her to a high level.
Ryan saves it down the back roll, right, and Ryan Babish will try to get it over, and she's ranging off towards the back row and across the court, and did as hard as she could, but just couldn't get it there in that position. 7-5 now, the lead for Ripon. Babish fields it. Alexis is chased in the back row, back over to Babish. All Babish on that one. It goes out of bounds. From Babish to Babish to Babish. 8-5 the lead now for Ripon.
Has to be special to be able to play with your sister. Varsity level.
Oh, yeah.
Something very special.
Yeah, they're going to get 2 years of 3 different sports to play with together. Should be a fun 3 years for that family. Big swing by Landl, but controlled by the libero Carlson. Kind of a hook shot from that left side and out of bounds.
Good communication there on the court, letting their teammates know to let that ball go.
Ripon now with a 2-point deficit, trailing 8-6, and Rowan Harder getting set to serve now for the Lady Warriors. Rowan with the serve, nice hard serve, but a good job by Carlson to take the pace off it. Shot down the line, that is popped up by Sanders, and Babish had to go in the back row to get that one. Ryan hits it over. Middle attack, that's going to be well out of bounds on the swing by Summer Brewer. Ripon crawls back with a point now, trailing 8-7.
Brewer's success coming as a blocker more than a hitter.
Yeah,
she's done a nice job getting up and contesting, but yeah, she's missed a few shots that were there for her to do.
And we get another rotation. Error is going to be called on the Ripon Tigers, and even though Rowan hit one in the net, there was a rotation error, so they count that before the ball is hit. Wapun's going to get a point on that, tying it up at 8 apiece.
Ben Lyle getting an explanation right now. Completely foreign to me. I do not understand that whatsoever. I'm sorry.
I mentioned that during the Randolph game. That's the one reason I never got into officiating games. I played a lot of volleyball back in the day. And, of course, a lot of family members that played high-level volleyball. And I thought that's the one thing, the rotation thing and a few other things like double contacts and things like that would kind of keep me from doing that. Long explanation. Coach Ben Lyle getting the explanation by the down official, but thumbs up to the up ref, and it's going to be Waupun's point. We're tied at 8 apiece.
Looked like Ben Lyle was happy. He kind of nodded in the affirmative, and then still came in for a. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
We're going to discuss this. So there must be something he's not agreeing with how the referee is looking at this rotation stuff, because he said this is going to keep on happening. And Ripon's going to get the ball back, and Waupun will probably lose a point. That point that they got from that rotation. So I'm not. Boy, I'd love to have an explanation on that one.
They just added a point to Ripon.
How did Waupun? Did Waupun have a rotation thing too?
They took one away from Waupun and added one to Ripon.
Okay, yeah, because Waupun did well. I don't know if that serve should even counted before when they had to call that rotation thing. He blew his whistle and. I don't think that serve should even counted when we hit one in the net.
Yeah, exactly.
He called it right when Roland was serving it, and we rotated and everything. I can tell you what, whatever that just happened was not the right call. Middle of contact, or I should say hit by Landl is out of bounds deep.
We need Bridget or Tricia or somebody to.
Holly, where are you? Holly, Bridget, Tricia, all family members.
Somebody clue us in. What's happening out here?
Left side attack now from Ryan Babish down the line, popped in the air, chased off the court, and they're going to get it back over. Carlson puts a little extra mustard on it. On the slide over on the right side, and Landl's going to hit that thing well out of bounds. Waupun in a bad run after that bad exchange of calls there. Like I said, whatever just happened, I don't think that was right.
Yeah,
how they handled the points and everything else.
Changed the momentum of this set.
Left side attack now by Ryan Babish, blocked back on the Waupun side. Going to go back over to Ryan on the left side, loops over the top of the block. Miner gets over the left side, over to Ressa. Ew, Orchard already laying on the ground, trying to reach out and see if she could get to it, but that hits the floor. 12-7 now the deficit for Waupun. Momentum going Ripon's way. Back in 30 seconds with more Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, Steve Witterhack and Randy Armga back at Ripon High School. The whole exchange there, Waupun kind of fell apart a little bit. Now they trail 12-7. The score was 8 apiece just a little while ago. They take a point away, and whatever was discussed, give another point to Ripon, and it's kind of a weird exchange. But Waupun's got to kind of get it back together after that timeout.
Went from 8-8 to 9-7, and now to 12-7. Wow.
Good job with the pass. Quick set over to Landl, and pounds it past the block. That has happened so many times. That doesn't go shooting up to the side. It goes right between the hands and down along their body on the Ripon side. And they need to kind of clean up how they block up there. It really is just not tightening up the block. Waupun will definitely take the point, but again, service error. That one just kept on floating out of bounds, just kept on going. 13-8 now, Ripon leads. So Ripon will serve with a 5-point lead.
Waupun's been here before, right about this point.
Yeah, it was 14-10 when they got back into that last set. This is going to be overpassed. A good job getting a hand on it by Landell. Going to go left side over to Ryan Babish and finds the court open over there. Nice job handling that ball by Landell in the front row. She'll get the assist on that one, and Babish gets the kill. Waupun back on a 4. See if they can string a few together right now. Alexis Babish back to serve. I remember the days we talked about saying the same name back in multiple times when you had the Dogner sisters and cousin out on the court. You'd have 3 Dogner calls, and there's all 3 different people.
Yeah.
That one off the block's going to go out of bounds. You had Brittany, you had I think Desi, and then also you had Nikki, who was their cousin, who did the setting. So they passed it to Nikki off the pass from Desi, and they got it over to Brittany out on the left side to kill it. 14-9. Again, upon just trading points right now with Ripon. Backside on the right side over to Ryan Babish, and that went well out of bounds on her strike from over there. 15-9 now, the lead for Ripon.
Pass just a little behind her, and set was behind, and she wasn't able to get a good swing.
Neary gets the swing, and that's going to be just out of bounds long, trying to go way to the far right corner, cross court. Get a couple points in a row. Waupun has given up now, trailing by 7, 16-9. In trouble here in set number 2. It's going to be tight to the net. Good job getting the ball over on the left side over to Neary. And it's going to get bumped over on the third hit in the back row by Waupun's Regan Holtz. Middle attack. Popped up by Alexis Babish. Over to Ryan. Goes down the line and back on the Waupun side, but wide right. Nice strike down the line from that left side by Waupun's Ryan Babish. Ryan rotates now to back to serve for the Lady Warriors. Going to get set over on that left side, just tapped over the top of the block. Orchard goes over to set it on the right side, over to Neary, a little chicken wing, gets it back over on the Ripon side. Then double contact called on the Ripon Tigers. Waupun strings a couple together, got to keep it going right now.
Bit of an awkward swing by Neary, and it was effective. Doing what she had to do to get the job done.
Yeah, kind of called the chicken when you put your arm out there like that and pop one over. That's what she did, but effective, and another mishandled ball. The pass by Ripon. Waupun crawls back in within 4. Ryan Babish continues to serve now for the Lady Warriors. Carlson getting the ball over to Minor. Far left side with it and tapped over the block. Good job getting to it. And a little flat-footed roll shot by Waupun. Ryan Babish gets it right over to her sister. Back set over on the right side to Schultz. And then they did not get over the net on the third hit, so that'll be a point for Ripon. 17-12 now, back to a 5-point lead for Ripon. 1-0 Waupun in sets, but Ripon threatening here in the second set, up by 5, getting later in this second set. Alexis, good job getting to it. Rowan pokes it over. It's set over by Hatfield, the lefty, over on that right side. Back over to Waupun, back up in the rafters, which is hard to do here in Ripon. It's not Randolph. We're way up in the air here. Good pass over to Alexis. Going to go left side again over to Rowan. Hard off the block and puts it down. Nice job there by Waupun. Getting it back, but it's go time right now. No trading points. Got to string a few more together, trailing 17-13.
I have Harder for 4 kills in this second set. Getting some quality swings.
Hayden Schultz now serving for Waupun. Nice serve. Good pass over to Minor. Back sets right side over to Hatfield. Block is up with Landell up there. Good job by Jalen Landell. Ball is barely over the net. Puts it down. Waupun now down by 3, 17-14. The serve for Schultz. That one is blasted out of bounds by a few feet deep. A lot of service errors for the Waupun Lady Warriors here tonight.
Yeah, we saw that the last time we watched Waupun volleyball. Just same thing, too many long serves.
And libero Brent Carlson with the serve, and that one is going to be out of bounds deep. Not by a lot, because kind of looked at the referee to make sure they saw what they saw, and they did. It's out of bounds, so we'll hopefully take advantage of that service there. Back within 3, Waupun trailing 18-15. Audrey Sanders back to serve now for Waupun. That shanks off the arm of the back row player. Off the arms of number 5, Emma Resop. We'll take that. Another free point for Waupun. 18-16. Nice serve there by Sanders.
Yeah, she's played well so far in this match.
Yeah, really. She's got nice serving in that first set, too, she did. And that one catches the line. I thought that was going to go out of bounds by a couple of feet, but just dropped at the end and like a knuckleball. The Waupun has crawled back within a point. Timeout now by Ripon. Back in a minute with more Waupun volleyball on RP Sports.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com. Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Okay, we are back. 18-17. The lead now for Waupun, and Sanders still continues to serve. Another nice serve. Good pass though by Carlson. Going to go over to Hatfield on the line, and that is out of bounds. Another point for Waupun, and we are tied at 18 apiece, Randy.
I wouldn't have believed it. Waupun looked like they were not playing well and down, and body language wasn't great. Right now, they're right back in it.
Yeah, they just flipped scripts there because Ripon's kind of doing what Waupun was doing, hitting balls out of bounds. Going to get a cross-court shot, and that's going to catch the tape and go out of bounds wide right. And Waupun continues to roll now with a lead, 19-18 here in set number 2.
Let's keep Audrey Sanders going here on the serve. Doing a super job.
Yeah, she had a really nice run. I think she was in that 5-point run when Waupun took the lead back after being down by 4. Not a great set again. Shot out of bounds wide right from that left side. On the swing by Hayden Baker.
Tigers are self-destructing right now.
2-point lead now for Waupun. Sanders with another bullet serve that stays in the back row. It just gets pushed over on the third hit. Good pass over to Alexis Babish. Not a great set though. And a nice job by Rowan Harder to get to that ball. She's going to get it back again. Taps it right off the fingertips of the blockers back on the Waupun side. See if they can set one up now. Middle attack and off the block and on the floor. Roland Hunter comes up with a big kill and puts Waupun up by 3, 21-18. Rowan had a shot though right close to the net, just kind of poked it over, barely got over. Extreme angle down the line. They got it back, but she got the big finish at the end.
Once again, Coach Ben Lyle talking about rotations here, making sure he has everyone in the right position.
We're not making friends right now, but we're not going to have another discussion with our coach and lose a point and they get one, are we?
The captain's here.
Okay, I know.
Looking for some clarification from the up official.
Chris just nodded his head, whatever he said, he agreed with it.
Maybe just trying to break Sanders' rhythm right now.
Yeah, it should be.
On a roll.
Yeah, without taking a timeout, kind of just. And then he does get her to hit it out of bounds, and he's got a little high five at the bench from his players. So, so here we go. Let's see if they can get it right back in their hands, get a point here. 21-19 their lead in set number 2. Yeah, fun match to watch. Waupun definitely trailing a little later in the second set than they did in the first set before they made the big run. Ripon kind of lost their composure there for a while and all the way to give Waupun the lead back. Up by 2 now, 21-19. Tigers with the serve. Borchert going to get over to the left side and Rowan, and she hits it in underneath the tape. Hitting air on that one. Now we just say 1 point lead for Waupun. (21-20) the lead for Waupun. The volleyball in the hands now of Adelie Hatfield, the lefty. A looping serve. They set it in the back row over to Borchard, and she does roll it over. That's tight, and that's going to be out of bounds. Middle attack not working for him a whole lot for Ripon here tonight.
No, it has not. And once again, Summer Brewer on that way wide.
Now they go a lot more to their right side than you see most teams doing, or then they also get to the left, and that's going to be just out of bounds. Looked like they're just trying to pop one in to make sure they got it in, and then it ends up going out of bounds deep. So back to a 1 point lead for Waupun, just trying to keep this thing interesting in the second set.
I love watching the facial expressions of Rowan Harder when something like she serves that, and just see her eyes roll and her head goes back and like, what did I do that for?
So she rotates out now for Waupun. Serving is Raina Turchinsky. Good pass over to Alexis. Takes it over on the second hit, but fielded by Ripon. And that one just tapped over the net. Chasing it now off the court is Borcher to be a free ball now for Ripon. Carlson gets the ball over to Minor. Left side attack by Resop, and then we've got forward contact. Did not clear the net on that left side attack. And Waupun gets a big point there now with a 2 point lead, 23-21. Jalen Landl rotates to the back row to serve now for the Lady Warriors. Okay, just got to get it in. Carlson with a good pass over to Minor. Going to go to Resop on the left side, down the line, and that one is put back over. It's going to go in. Not an easy hit there for Jalen Landl. Had to reach way over to her right to get it. Pops it back over the net, hits the net, and then lands on the floor on the Ripon side. It's pretty amazing. Now set number 2 point for Waupun. The back setter over on the left side. That is dug out tight to the net, and we stop waiting for it, puts it away. Waupun with another set number 2 point, leading 24-22.
Very competitive it's been tonight. Waupun trailing both sets, coming back.
Yeah, Ripon had a lot to think about from last weekend, losing both sets to Waupun in their own tournament. Going to go over to the left side from Babish to Babish, and that is high off the arms and kept alive by the Tigers. Back on the Waupun side, Ryan over to Alexis, middle hit, over to Schultz, pushes it off to the left and puts it away. Nice job. I thought she was going to go back out to the left again, but fine. Schultz just pokes it off to her left, about 5 feet off the net. Waupun wins 25-22, and they won the first set 25-22 back in 2.5 minutes with the third set. Waupun leading 2-0 here at Ripon.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage and the all-new TerraMax from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brookborn and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brookborn meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brookborn at 920-251-0500 or email brookborn@rockriverrealty.org.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, we are back at Ripon High School. Waupun steals one away from Ripon when they had, getting later into that second set, came back and Ripon kind of fell apart, and they win 25-22 to take a 2-0 lead here in the match. The Warriors are going to give up the first point. Let's see that they got Nyla Stelsel playing over that right side. We didn't see her during the second set over there. They had Sydney Neary, but now they got, like the first set, they got Nyla Stelsel in. Got a touch on the ball. Babish gets it over to Rowan Harder on the left side and blocked right back by her and hits it back over the net. Just a reaction shot and hits it out of bounds on the Ripon side. 2-0 Ripon here to start things out in set number 3.
Waupun has trailed in all 3 sets early on.
Good pass. Right side attack again by Stelsel, pushed up near the net. Waiting for it was Schultz back on the Ripon side. Carlson will bump it over on the third hit. Ryan Babish to Alexis, middle hit by Schultz, and that'll find the floor. Nice job, just a little left of the block. Schultz goes up and puts it away. Waupun doesn't play till next week Thursday, playing at Kewaskum, another big game in the East Central Conference. Games are kind of spread out here for the rest of the season for them, like a lot of times only one match in a week. And a free ball here. Hatfield just bumps it over. Schultz getting the ball over to Babish, over to Rowan Harder down the line. Controlled by the Tigers and hitting the net by Resop. Kind of backpedaling out of bounds about the 10-foot line to get to it. Hits it in the net point. Waupun were tied at 2 apiece.
So unusual with the football being in an entirely different conference. You just feel like you can't really get those big rivalries going. You know, obviously Ripon is, but
a good tape shot there on the serve by Schultz. She's been serving very well.
She has.
Too, a very effective serving. It catches the tape, and then that throws Ripon off. Goes out of bounds after the first hit.
Yeah, Schultz and Sanders both have served very well in these first 2 sets.
A nice serve there from Hayden Schultz. Save and a middle attack now by Randall is dug out. Good job by Carlson for Ripon. Randall goes up, and I think she's going to follow through into the net. After that one, that'll be a point for Ripon. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Steve Witterhack. Randy Armgood with me. Big Nate Young on the video streaming.
Thanks to our sponsors for making it possible, as always.
That was a strong support from our sponsors in town. Overpass ball back on the Ripon side. Hatfield shot, controlled by Waupun. Backs on the right side over to Stelsel. Going to go back to the left side again, and the shot by Baker is dug out by Waupun. A little tap shot by Rowan Harder, and effective. She had trouble with that in the beginning of the match here tonight, hitting him in the net or out of bounds, but that was a good effective shot as they were coming down off their fingertips. Landed behind him, point Waupun.
As I talked about her, here comes Audrey Sanders into the game.
4-3 the lead now for Waupun. Outside attack again by Baker, pushed up by Borchard. Middle attack by Landell back on Waupun side. Landell hits it over, and Ripon still has it on their side. It was Hatfield from that right side. Nice hard hit. Also knockdown on Ryan Babish in the back row. And she puts it away for a point for Ripon. We're tied at 4 apiece. Usually pretty calm, and then no matter what happens in the first half of the match, because all the excitement happens in the second half, and the crazy stuff happens, and Waupun comes back. Because Rowan from that left side, again, she's done that numerous times here in the match. Hard into the block, gets the point. 5-4 the lead now for Waupun. Rowan now serving for the Lady Warriors. Not a good pass. It's going to stay in the back row. Carlson, the libero, will just have to bump it over on the third hit. Alexis Babish in the middle over to Ryan Babish. Tap back over the Waupun side. Borchard, the libero, keeps it alive. Back row attack now by Ryan. Rowan Harder and catches the net and kind of looked like it took a left turn there.
Oh, I thought that was tipped for sure.
But it kind of did the angle. Vincent net normally doesn't go shooting off to the left like that one did. The
student section obviously thought it was tipped.
Okay. They said that was.
Guess not.
Just hit out of bounds, and it makes it 5-5. Hatfield with the serve, the knuckleball action. Set over the left side over to Ryan Babish and tools it off the block for a kill for Ryan Babish. Like you said, that's the thing we're going to be saying quite a bit here for the next few years. Babish to Babish. Especially when one of them's a setter and the other one's a left side hitter.
Could be infield in softball. Could be double play balls from Babish to Babish. Who knows what'll all happen? Basketball, coach?
Yeah, it could easily be. That could happen numerous times in basketball. Left side attack just kind of tapped over. Good job stepping in was Holtz on that one. Looping shot is fielded by the Ripon Tigers. That's going to catch the back line of the shot by Summer Brewer. Having a little trouble putting those balls away from the middle, usually going long, but that one catches the back line. Point for Ripon. We're tied at 6 apiece.
Very close, yes.
And Waupun 2-0 ahead of Ripon here at Ripon. This one means a little bit more than what happened this past weekend when Waupun won both the sets in that tournament they ran here at Ripon. This is conference action here tonight. Both teams sitting at 1-1. Waupun would love to be 2-1 as they go further into the season. They don't want to be 1-2. Raina Turchinski waiting for some rotation stuff.
Yeah.
Again.
Once again, I credit Ben Lyle. He's at least taking the time to make sure something is done right.
Okay. Yeah, that shows a little issues with the connection with the players and just the rotation process, as we saw with Cambria at Randolph a couple nights ago. And a yellow card is given to Ben Lyle. So you get a yellow one, then you can get a red one after that and be done for the night. Seen that happen to Coach Milkowski a few times in Waupun.
He was there once at I think it was a sectional when Keith Milkowski got an early yellow card.
He got one as an assistant coach, I believe, one time. I'd have to double check on that one, but I think he got one because he was helping out coaching for a while and got one from the bench. Waupun with a 1-point lead and a shot from the right side again, putting it away is Summer Brewer. Swinging from the right side. She's going to rotate out now. Addison Pick rotates in now to serve for the Ripon Tigers. Getting tied at 7 apiece. Waupun takes the lead. They tie it up. Just been back and forth here so far in this third set. Holtz pops it up. Babish chases it to the back row, and Stelso will hit it back on the Ripon side. Resop from the left side off the block. Nice diving save by Holtz. Going to get to the left side over to Ryan Babish in the middle back. Pop back over to Miner. Boy, that was definitely a double contact on that one. You got to call that. And hit off to the right side and out of bounds. I'm going to say that's off a block right now by the official way on the other side of the court. And the official's not going to take the word of the. Well, this is some bad officiating.
Yeah.
With that double contact was one of the more obvious ones. If I was an official, I would have caught that one. It's a very chunked up shot. 8-7 now, the lead for Ripon. That's going to be blasted up by about 10 feet. Justice is served on that. The up official decided not to listen to the touch call by the line judge and overruled her, and which they can do.
Right.
They are the main officials here. That ties it up at 8 apiece in the service there. Ryan Babish with the serve. Minor getting the ball left side over to Resop off the block, and just took a little bit too much off that one and hit off the block, and Orchard couldn't quite get to it. 9-8 the lead now for Ripon. Yeah, Waupun plays better from behind anyway.
They seem to.
Ball passed up by Ryan Babish to Alexis. Here goes Rowan Harder from the left side into the net. Another point for Ripon, opening up a 2-point lead, 10-8. Right on cue.
Warriors have the Tigers right where they want them.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We'll take a break
in the middle and then come back.
We'll take a break back in 30 seconds with more Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Say cheese if you cringe when it's time to smile.
Okay, just like Randy was saying. What'd you say, Randy, before? Right on cue here, we're digging a hole.
Getting behind in the middle of a set, and they seem to rally.
So Ripon has the ball back on their side with a 2-point lead, up 10-8. That just barely clears the net. Alexis Babish gets it back set over the right side, and it's going to get out of bounds by Nyla Stelsel over there.
Up on trailing by 3.
You need to be down by 4 or 5.
4 or 5, yeah, that's the key.
That's a magic number.
Then they rally back.
Yeah. 11-8 now the lead for Ripon. Yeah, I'd rather they do it right now than later here in this set. The Borchard gets to it. Back row attack again by Ryan Babish off the block. A nice save by Carlson, and it goes over by the Ripon bench, trying to bring it back with her body being supported by her teammates over there was number 7, Adley Hatfield, but couldn't control it. Waupun with a point, back within 2.
Schultz in to serve now. This is where Waupun gets going. Schultz and Sanders at the serve position. No, jinxed her, sorry.
Puts it in the bottom of the net on that serve, but again, a very effective night with the serving so far. But back to a 3-point deficit for Waupun. Trailing now 12-9 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Barely clears the net. Harder with a good pass. Going to get it right back on the left side. And that's going to be just out of bounds long. 13-9, a 4-point lead now for the Ripon Tigers. The ball disappears once in a while down between the curtain that they have there in the bleachers and gets in there, maybe gets under the bleachers a little bit. 13-9 now with the serve in the hands of Ripon. Not a good pass. Babish chasing the back row. Stelso pushes it over on the third hit. Goes Hatfield from that right side. Controlled by Waupun. Borchard back row over to Ryan Babish. Carlson will get it, going back to Hatfield on the right side again off the block, off the hands of Stelso, and out of bounds. Now a 5-point lead for Ripon.
We were here before, 14-9.
Waupun just out of sync again right now, and didn't react well to the terrible miscall by the officials on that double contact call. But you got to get it back together. Get things going again. Back set over to against Stelso, and tools it off the block. Nice shot with a swing by Nyla Stelso, the senior. She's going to rotate out, and coming in will be the super server for Waupun, Audrey Sanders. Back to serve now for the Lady Warriors. 14-10 now in favor of Ripon. A little knuckleball action, and that is an ace. Nobody could even react to get to it. And that one over by that left line. No spin at all on that ball. Catches the tape. hits the court. It's an ace serve there for Audrey Sanders.
I was concerned we were going to jinx her, talking about her.
Good pass this time, and to go back over to Hatfield. Waupun controls. Good job by Ryan Babish to get to it. And another shot down the line. A big shot by Roland Harder from that left side right down the line. Blows it past the Ripon Tigers. Waupun back now within 2, 14-12.
Not only has Sanders served well, she's played good defense in that back row when she's been in the game.
Here's next serve. Rock solid in that service position. And that's popped up by Babish in the back row. She's going to get it right back and hit it from the back row and puts it away. Put a ton of topspin on that one from about 15 feet off the net. Falls right in the middle of the court. Ripon can't react. Waupun back within a point now. Now timeout Ripon. Back after this on RP Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Yeah, everybody enjoying a little John Dender here, country boy here at Ripon. And what a nice comeback and spurred on by the serving of Audrey Sanders. Some great hits there by Rowan Harder. Waupun playing with some life now. They have to get down a little bit to get that energy. Another great serve. That's going to get popped right back over on the Waupun side. Free ball for the Lady Warriors. Landel into the block. Back on the Waupun side. Set over the left side of Rowan Harder. Taps it over the block. That is chased down by the Ripon Tigers. Waupun again with control of the ball. He goes Harder 5 feet off the net, and that goes off the block and out of bounds point for the Warriors off the touch. No question on that one.
Yeah, very obvious ball spinning sideways, rotation completely. Yeah, some of the student section here didn't like it, but
that was the right call. 14 apiece now.
Definitely the right call.
Sanders continues to serve. Carlson passes the ball back over to Hatfield. That's kind of the go-to player. They want to get it to her as much as they can, and the time hits it hard into the block, goes out of bounds. Point for Ripon. She wasn't as effective earlier in the game, Hatfield, but now she's just become kind of their go-to. You're going to get it to her and the girl to put it away for him. Carlson with a serve. Awkward-looking shot there by Sanders. They get it over anyway. Left side attack, and that one kind of splits the block, and off the block of Waupun, Hayden Baker gets the kill and puts Ripon back up. 15-14. 16-14? The 16-14 name? 16-14. Just haven't put it up on the board. There it is.
Well, there was discussion between the officials again. I think the table was waiting.
Good pass over to Babish. Going to go over to Rowan on the left side again. Just hitting it hard off the block. Doing that well all night long. That goes out of bounds off the hands of the Ripon Tigers. Waupun back within a point now, trailing 16-15. Just with a little looping soft shot. That's back on the Waupun side. Borchard over to Babish. Slide over on the right side by Landel, and then a shot from Hatfield looking for a touch. I think it caught the top of the tape and then went out of bounds deep. Point for Waupun. We're tied at 16 apiece.
Waupun once again coming back from a 14-9 deficit.
High off the arm, stays in the back row. Carlson will set it back over on the left side over to Baker, and the block is up back on the Waupun side. Good job by Babish to pop the ball back up. Minor getting left side over to Baker off the block, and point for Ripon. Nice saves there by the Tigers to stay alive and eventually get the point. 17-16 the lead now for Ripon. Hatfield rotates to the back row now for Ripon to serve. Good pass by Sanders. They go left side over to Ryan Babish. Cut shot, and that one catches the line. What a great shot. Bunch of angle on that one. About 15 feet off the net, catches the line. Big point for Waupun. They've tied it up at 17 apiece. Landell, according to the announcer here. They call him Landell in Waupun. Jalen Landell, that one's going to miss a little wide left on her serve. Service there, and a point for Ripon, up by a score of 18-17.
Landell, a common name around the Waupun area.
Rotating in, Raina Troczynski to come back to serve for Ripon. Ripon up by 1, 18-17. Holtz with a pass, going to go back over to Borchert, rolls one in. So a quick set in the middle, and that's going to be a well out of bounds. Waupun will take that point, ties it up at 18 apiece on your new medical scoreboard. Stelso will check back in, and going out will be Sanders. Nice little trip to the back row for Audrey Sanders. Miner gets the pass, it's going to be kind of tight to the net. Block is up. Kept alive, back over the second hit. And goes Ryan Babish from the left side into the block, pop back up again. Up on reset, Stelsel going to hit that ball out of bounds on the outside of the antenna. That is a point for Ripon, 19-18, the lead now for Ripon.
Entertaining night of volleyball we've seen here. Been very close all night long.
Well, this one's staying close a little later here. 19-18 here in this third set. Waupun leading 2-0, winning 25-22, both the first and second set. Boy, nasty serve. Borchert gets down and pops it back over. Now back on the Waupun side. A couple good shots by both teams. Took extraordinary efforts to get to him, and finally Ripon comes up with a point. They've opened up now a 2-point lead as we get later here in this third set, 2018. Another nasty serve. Borchert controls that one very good on that one. And Ryan Babish with the swing. It's going to hit the bottom of the net. Then on the floor, nice swing by Ryan Babish before she rotates to the back row to get the kill and the point for Waupun, trailing 20-19.
5 kills for Babish in this third set. 9 on the evening. I might have missed a couple earlier when we were kind of scrambling with the student section trying to move people.
Reesop gets a swing, and Waupun's block not up in time, and that one splits the block before it gets up there, and 21-19, the lead now for Ripon. Here we go, 21-19 Ripon, and they are serving. Miner back to serve. It's the back row. Ryan Babish gets it over to Alexis. Back over to Rowan Harder, and she gets it to go off the block and on the floor. Carlson takes a diving attempt at it, but a nice swing by Rowan from that left side. Mandel checks back in to go across the middle now for Waupun. We have a 5'10 player to go across the front row for Waupun. Trying to tie things up. Schultz with the serve. Kind of stays in the back row, and Carlson will take over setting duties. That's off the block. Harder passes the ball over to Babish, and Landell directs it off to the left, but out of bounds deep. And a point for Ripon, now leading 22-20. Needs to get it back right now and run a few points off. Down by 2, 22-20. Good pass by Ryan up to her sister Alexis. Over to Rowan Harder left side. Pounds that off the hands of the Ripon Tigers and out of bounds wide right. And off the PA announcer over there. Back within a point now are the Waupun Warriors, 22-21. And who do they bring in now? Audrey Sanders.
She has served well so far in this match. Very well.
With the serve, nasty one, but that is, again, not a great pass. Put over, and that's going to land in. What a shot from the middle. Kind of a nonchalant poke from the middle over to the left side. Just placing it as Brenna Flanagan gets the kill. Big point for the Ripon Tigers, up 23-21. Libero Carlson back to serve from the far left side. Good pass over to Babish, going back over to Rowan Harder, and swings hard from the left side, swinging with confidence again. Rowan Harder Another big point for Waupun, back within a point. See if they can tie things up on this next serve for the Lady Warriors. Rowan with the serve, and that one kind of floated. Just kept on hanging on. I think it really messed up Resop in the back row, but high off her arms and out of bounds deep. What a nice serve there from Rowan.
Rowan goes from getting the kill to having an excellent serve. Chance to finish this game, this set and match.
Another shank pass here, and it's going to get pushed over. So a free ball here for Waupun, taking over on the second hit. Carlson waiting for it. Borchard will get it. Back over to Babish on the left side. It's going to get popped back over the Waupun side. Landell puts it back on the Ripon side. And a good job by Ryan Babish. Some great hits in there. That's a touchy little shot by Alexis Babish not to run into the net and not to have her foot totally go over the line. And Ryan Babish puts it away. Back in 30 seconds with more Lady Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3.
Okay. 8 points at us. That means it's time to talk, and here we go. Waupun with an amazing comeback. In a seesaw battle in this third set, trying to wrap things up in 3 sets. Wouldn't say it was easy, but now they're setting a 24-23 match point now for the Lady Warriors.
Coming from behind in every set, just crazy.
A nice serve there by Rowan. Not a good pass again. Just bumped over. A free ball now for Waupun. Rowan comes in, taking over on the second hit. And nobody really in control of it. Just fluffed over to the Waupun side. Set to the left side over to Ryan Babish. Cross-court shot. Carlson keeps it alive. Going to go back over to Baker. And nice save again by Sanders. Taking over the second hit. What a save by Resop. Waupun gains control again. Back set over the right side on the slide over to Landell. Is popped up and out of bounds. Waupun sweeps the Ripon Tigers. And Waupun wins 25-22, 25-22, 25-23. And take this match in straight sets here at Ripon. What a great battle. We're going to get some on-court interviews. I'm going to go down there and do that before the ladies all head to the locker room. And we'll take a break here, Nate. We'll come back and talk. Randy can maybe talk about this match and be back right after this on RP Sports.
We all know the struggle, the ups, the downs, the roundabouts on the journey to losing weight. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak at New Medical Center, and we understand. We've been there. That's why we're proud to offer you a fresh start with our semaglutide weight loss program. Semaglutide, commercially known as Wegovy, is an FDA-approved medication that mimics a hormone your body naturally produces. It helps to curb your hunger, eliminate cravings, and lets you focus on what truly matters, living your best life. But it's more than just a medication. It's about feeling good inside and out. It's about finding your confidence, your strength, and reclaiming the life you've always dreamed of. We've witnessed remarkable transformations here at New Medical Center. Real people, like you and me, taking control of their health, their happiness, and their future. Take it from me, I lost 40 pounds. That's 20% of my entire body weight in 5 months with no change in exercise. It was easy. Begin your transformation today. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Steve with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Traditionally warm patio still open, Steve, outside, right?
Yeah, it looks like for a while maybe even. Yeah. Keep the snow away, that's fine by me. We'll keep it as long as we can. Come on down, hang out in the bar here where it's cool or in the patio where it's warm.
Hopefully the Brewers have a chance to clinch this week, the National League Central. See what happens, right?
Yeah, hopefully by the time you hear this ad, they've already clinched. So let's get that taken care of. And then Packers obviously rolling on and got some stuff coming up this weekend with the game. We're going to try our meat raffle again for the Pawn Animal Shelter. So come down for the game, stick around for the meat raffle. Probably start 3-ish or when the game's over, somewhere in that neighborhood.
All right, appetizers, wings, soups, everything is here at the Other Bar for lunch, too.
It is. There's new appetizers coming in, too. We're starting to see some new things from the vendors, so keep an eye on that. There's different cheese curds, it seems like, every day. There's new kinds of specials that Trudy's working on in the kitchen now, so come down and check it out. There's some things changing down here.
The Other Bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun.
Back to the court here at Ripon. Steve Winterhack with you. Waupun wins 25-22, 25-22, 25-23, and we've got three of the players instrumental in this victory here tonight. Rowan Harder joining us. And you're feeling it over on that left side. Coach talked to you before, or talked to me about you before the game, and you said that you've been hitting well and you worked tonight. You feeling it tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I started off a little rough in warm-ups. I think I hit every ball on the net, but in the game it started going down. We started finding the open floor and we were getting kills.
Talk about the resiliency of your team. It seemed like you had to dig a hole before you got anything going for the team.
We played from behind every set and we fighting. We pushed all three.
Where do you think the team's going right now? Heading in the right direction?
Yes, definitely. We're definitely picking it up through the year goes on, and I mean, we're fighting at good tournaments. We're doing good.
Well, Rowan, a great match. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, Rowan Harder. We're going to move over to Audrey Sanders. Now, Audrey, seemed like every time Waupun needed to come back during those stretches, here's the Audrey Sanders, comes out number 14 and runs off a bunch of serves again. Talk about the importance of you coming in and serving for the team and that role for you.
Yeah, my serves are like on and off, and it's great. It's really great when they're on, and tonight was just an on.
It looked like some people got it folded with pressure, but seemed to hit these little low-line drivers. Is that what you're trying to get, just barely over the net and some hard ones to return? So they were having trouble with them.
Yeah, we worked really hard at practice every day on serves and making them in, focusing on them in.
Talk about the team, too, how you did coming back from being behind again. Got rattled and you kind of regrouped every one of these sets to come back and win.
Yeah, it's a really good team to be with, and if we're down, we find a way to pick back up every time.
Hey, Audrey, great job.
Thank you.
Over. Now we're going to talk to Jalen Landl, and a lot of battles up there in the front row, and instrumental at some key times in the game. And just talk about your role in the front. What's expected out of you?
Blocking is a big thing expected out of me, and that's mostly my main focus. And then hitting's just kind of a plus, but definitely struggled. I got some touches on block, but I didn't really get any blocks. And my hit struggled towards the beginning, but I feel like I picked it up.
You got a freshman setter out there that doesn't look like a freshman out there. They're kind of putting the ball right where everybody needs throughout the night. And your thoughts, too, on the team and where you're going right now?
I think we're doing really good. We're definitely picking it up throughout the year. We're getting better. I feel like the more we spend together, the more times we practice, the more we get better and closer as a team.
Jalen, great match. Congratulations on the win. Enjoy a week off, I guess, from playing. So,
thank you.
Jalen Landl joining us. We're going to talk to Chris Harmson. Kind of a crazy game there at times out there. I think a few double hits were missed and things like that in there. But your girls responded very well out there. It seemed like Randy and I were talking a few times that it seemed like you needed to get down before you would kind of start rolling. And then everybody kind of focused and played pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, we were getting some good swings from Ryan and Rowan outside, and that's what we needed to get the claw back in. They just had them at the right time. And then, I mean, you talked to Audrey. Her serving was insane tonight. And she's up and down, but when she's up, it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, they were just bullets. And she had that one that people didn't even react on their side because it was just so good. It landed by the sideline in front of the Ripon bench over there, and that was just such a nasty serve.
Yeah, I mean, she did the same thing against Mayville, and that's how we won that one, too. I mean, it was a fight. I mean, I won't comment on the other team we had to play other than Ripon tonight, but, I mean, we had to fight a lot, and in the end, we got the sweep, and we're at 500.
Yeah, you worked. And the main thing in the conference now, you're sitting at 2-1 right now.
Yeah, I mean 2-1. I haven't had a winning record in conference since I took over, so that feels good. It really does.
We kind of thought this is pretty important, really. Both teams sitting at 1-1. You don't want to be 1-2. It's not that long a season. You have to play everybody once, but you want to be 2-1 and give yourself a chance to maybe win the conference. And you got a big game against the Kewaskum coming up next week.
Yeah, and it seems Winneconne can't lose against anybody. They're sitting at 13-1 overall, and then I mean Kewaskum and KML are always going to be tough. So I mean we got we got two tough conference games coming up, but, I mean, we're on the upswing, so here we go.
Congratulations. Nice victory, hard-fought battle. And I'd like to see, because we've seen you earlier in the season, but I really do see some improvement in different areas and everybody settling to what they're doing and hitting confidently out there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody stepped up when we lost Ava, and it's starting to show now. They're playing really well.
Chris, congratulations on the victory. Enjoy it, and good luck next week against Kewaska.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay, again, Waupun winning 25-22, 25-22, 25-23. Anything from Randy anymore?
Yeah, we're going to come back here quickly, Steve. Just a couple of individual stats. Rowan Harder with 15 kills on the night. Ryan Babish with 10. Hayden Schultz had 2. And Jalen Landel, I had her for 4. Stelso also with 1. 4 for Landel, and the last one being the key one to finish the match. But again, Waupun doing a nice job playing from behind and coming back and winning.
Yeah, it was an entertaining match here tonight. Waupun again had to just get that deficit in there, and it all started out with that first set. Slow start for them in the first set, and down by 5 a couple times, and they called that timeout when it was 14-10, and after that it kind of took off, and that's when you brought in super server out there, Audrey Sanders, and put a bunch together. Waupun took the lead by the time she was done serving again, and then a little bit of a seesaw battle and pulling away 25-22. Second set. Again, Waupun digging a hole down 17-13. Another timeout for Waupun, and all of a sudden the role switched in that one, where all of a sudden Ripon was hitting balls out of bounds that Waupun was doing earlier. And it was Waupun, again, coming back. And this was just kind of a seesaw battle after Waupun dug a hole, but finished strong and closed it out on a tough third set and swept them Ripon right at home. That was a nice match.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was fun, and thanks for inviting me along.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Nate, great job on the video streaming. Randy, thanks for joining me. I'm Steve Winterhack, and I hope you enjoyed Waupun volleyball tonight. And we'll have some football for you coming up tomorrow night. Hopefully everybody come out to the field and cheer on your Waupun Warriors. They'll be taking out Adams Friendship, the Green Devils, in that ball game. Big game in the conference for the South Central Conference. That goes on the air at 6:30 pregame. Game time at 7 o'clock right here on Radio Plus. So have yourself a good night. Talk to you tomorrow.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Here's Tyler Schultz from Warner Harmson, downtown Waupun.
Just expanded our business last year, and we got into cabinets and countertops. 2024, it's a great time to come in right now. Start remodeling your kitchen or your bathrooms. We have cabinets that range, really, really small up to really large vanities, nice countertops, and really make your bathroom or your whole kitchen come together.
Warner Harmson, furniture, flooring, blinds, cabinets, and countertops. Main Street, Waupun.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.